Hello, my people. Good day to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for tuning in every single day to listen to me on Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ojola for Mindset Transformation Africa, and on today's episode, I want us to talk about something that is very important. Let me ask you this question. Are you living your favorite quotes, or are they just collecting dust in your head? Let me ask you one more time. Are you living your favorite quotes, or are they just collecting dust in your head? Now, I know you've got some quotable quotes in your mind. You've got quotes saved on your phone. Sometimes you pin them on your vision board. You even screenshotted them from Instagram. Maybe some of you even tattooed them on your body. You love them. You repost them. You share them with friends. And if you're like me, you make some podcasts about them. And here's the real question. Are we living them? Are you living your quotable quotes? Or are they just nice words that sound good, but they don't shape how you move? Because listen, words don't change lives. Application of words does. Words don't change lives. It is when you apply those words that your life will change. You can have all the wisdom in the world sitting in your mind, but if it never makes it into your actions, it is wasted potential. So today, we will talk about how to actually live what you say you believe. Because if you want transformation, if you want to make your life better, if you want to shape the success you're looking for and make it in the real sense, that is the only way. You have to actually live what you say you believe. See, we live in an age of inspiration overload. Everywhere you turn, somebody is dropping a deep quote. Every other post on social media is some powerful truths about success, about discipline, about mindset, or about growth. All right, every book, every podcast, including this one, is giving you wisdom. And see, don't get me wrong, that is a good thing. But there is a danger around this place. You can get so used to consuming wisdom that you never apply it. You start feeling like you're making progress just because you're learning something. You feel like you're growing just because you are listening to a podcast. But let's be real. Growth is not what you hear. It is what you do. I want you to think about that. Growth is not what you hear. It is what you do. You already know some of the most powerful principles for success. You know that discipline beats motivation. You know that success is found in your daily habits. You know that you become who you surround yourself with. You know that if nothing changes, nothing eventually changes. You know these truths, but are you living them? Are they the principle that guides your daily action? Or are they just sitting in your mind collecting dust? Because information without application is useless. So let me ask you, what is one quote that you swear by? Now ask yourself, if someone looked at your life right now, will they say you are living it? Or will they just see someone who knows the quote but doesn't do it? I want you to ask yourself that. See, there is a huge gap between knowing something and living that thing. Most people get stuck in the gap. They know they should be disciplined, but they don't follow through. They know their habits shape their future, but they don't change their habit. They know who they hang around affects their mind, but they won't shift their circle. Why? Because living a truth requires effort. It is easy, all right? It is easy to post a quote about hard work. It is harder to wake up at 5 a.m. and actually put in the work. It is easy to share a quote about taking risks. It is harder to actually step out of your comfort zone and go after what you want. It is easy to say your mindset determines your reality, like you will have heard me say over and over again, but it is harder to control your thoughts when life hits you in the face. See, knowing is easy. Living is hard, and that is why so many people stay stuck on the level of knowledge instead of leveling up through their actions. But listen, if you want real transformation, you've got to close this gap between talking and doing. You've got to get intentional about taking what you know and making it how you move, because wisdom that is unpracticed is just another version of wasted potential. You need to stop admiring a quote and start applying the quote. See, there are two types of people in the world: people who admire great principles and people who apply great principles. The question is, which one are you? Because most people admire wisdom, but they don't apply it. They love the idea of discipline, but they don't practice it. They love the concept of patience, but they don't have any patience. They love hearing about success, but they don't do the things required to get there. Here's the truth. Admiration doesn't create results. Application does. So, if you find yourself constantly inspired but you never actually change, it is time for a shift. Don't just admire discipline. Practice it. Don't just admire resilience. Build one for yourself. Don't just admire wisdom. Walk in it. Apply it. Because applied knowledge is the only knowledge that changes your life. Everything else is just decoration for the mind. See, I want you to choose one quote today and live it. Choose one quote and live it today. Enough talking. Let's get practical. This is the challenge that I'm giving you. Pick one quote that you love, just one. And now, live it today, not tomorrow. Don't forget about next week. Today. If your favorite quote is "your habits create your future," then today, be intentional about what you do. Change one habit. If your favorite quote is "you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with," then today, evaluate your circle. Make one decision to level up your environment. If your favorite quote is "success is found in your daily routine," then today, structure your day differently. Cut out distractions. Focus, focus, focus. Don't just like the quote. Don't just post it. Live it. Because transformation doesn't come from what you know. All right? It comes from what you apply. I want you to imagine if every single day you took one truth you believe in and actually applied it. Not just once, not just for 1 week, but every single day for the rest of your life. How different will your life will your life look in a year from now? Because at the end of the day, your results don't come from what is in your mind. They come from what is in your actions. So don't let your wisdom collect dust. Make it a lifestyle. Start today. Start right now. Because what I know is the longer you wait to apply what you know, the longer you delay your success. It's important for you to hear me. The longer you wait to apply whatever it is that you know, all the information you've been gathering, all the screenshots that you have on your phone, all the quotable code that you've written somewhere, the longer you delay your success. See, let me just tie this episode up. The question I'm asking you today is this: are you living your favorite quotes, or are they just collecting dust in your head? That is the question for today. And the way you answer it, that is on you. It's not me. I'm not going to be the one to answer it for you. You are going to be the one to eventually answer this question, because it is your life. Like I always say, the life you're living right now is not a dress rehearsal. All right? It is your life. It is not a dress rehearsal. You've been like this. You've been living. You are alive because it is your life. So the answer to this question today is on you, because the people who win in life, they don't just talk. They don't just talk about great principles. No, they act on them. They continuously act on them till it becomes their second nature. They become those things. All right? They become whatever it is that they quote. So I want to ask you again, what is that quote that you've written on your wall? One of the quotes I wrote on my wall that I'm looking at right now is, "How can I serve and be of help to more people today?" That is a quote. That is a question. And one way for me to be of help is to record this podcast and say, see, what quote do you have? Are you living your favorite quote, or are they just collecting dust in your head? See, I want you to know that this is your life. It's not a dress rehearsal, and how you intentionally build it is the result that you will get, and is the fruit that you will eat. This is your life. So remember today, to share this with someone, to as a reminder to them, so that they will know that if they are serious about their growth, they